This is the point in the story where Elerina, Yana, and Pishi
And Julia.
Or Sylvia.
Sylvia, come up the steps into the entryway. The air has shifted from being smoke and asphyxiating you. There was all of a sudden a moment where the air shifted, the wind suddenly went the other way, and it became a chimney airflow, hurricane of air being sucked through the underways back towards the library. And you come up the steps, and standing at the top are Mirden and Rex. And Mirden says, I hope you have a plan for getting out of here.
We do, and we need to go extremely quickly. Let's go.
You proceed through what was Queen's College, which has taken an inordinate amount of artillery fire. Yeah, the roof is in. There is. This is an X.
The roof has unroofed.
The roof
It's
has
an ex-hospital.
ex-hospital.
We took
Yeah.
all the patients out.
So yeah, you're moving through rubble, and you reach the far end.
That's right, great. So
It's at this point that you have to leave the hospital. You enter the basically greenway, and that's where the entrance to the sewers is located. And so this is very much kind of like being in Belgium during World War II when you have a village that's completely blown to pieces and you're moving through the rubble. Mm-hmm. And so the passage right there, who all is present? Yana, Elerina, Pishi, Sylvia,
Mirden and Rex.
Mirden, Rex.
that's it.
That's it.
I went down to get Pishi.
There is no Nimue, no Peter. You know the Peter and Nimue are both. And it's at this point that all of a sudden the world shakes. There is a burst upward in the sky, a surge of power. Mage is present. Your patterns for a moment, your mantles, everything on you is completely visible. You can see the mantle, you can see all of the patterns on them, and if you could roll percentile here for those of you that have patterns left, most have nothing left. If that's the case, yeah, if that's the case,
42. Yeah, 42.
42, yes, 42% of your patterns fire off at that instant. What kind of patterns did you have?
They were a lot of mage shields, obviously some mage strikes, mage armor.
You see, you don't hear it. You see, you feel it. Yeah, you feel it like tingling in your hair down to your toes.
Alicia.
Pardon?
That completely blinds Alicia.
Yeah.
Because her sight.
I mean, at that moment, she's down. Yeah, where you're at, all of a sudden, flash white and just. And you'll need to give me some sort of constitution.
She misses it by 1.
Give me a d20.
19.
You were blind.
Right, so I've got the deaf and the blind.
No, I'm not there.
Oh, no, Alicia.
She's
Okay,
over
never
in the
mind.
Erie.
Yeah.
I was like,
No. Thankfully, it's because Alicia has virtue sight that's special.
Patterns. You got shields just randomly going off. If you had any mage strikes, they fired on that.
oh no.
Okay, we need to get into the tunnel now. Is Croesus there to meet us?
Was Croesus sent back?
We asked for it. I didn't play that, but we were going to ask for him to help us.
So, yeah, you were going to. When did you do that with all of the craziness that just happened?
Well, it was 2 hours.
It's-
We were standing there waiting for Yana. For a
Yeah,
little bit.
we aren't at sunset. We're well ahead of sunset at this
Right,
point.
so
We've played
it
through,
would've
we've
been-
actually live played through the time.
Okay, it would have been after she talked to Cornelia while she was standing there with Pishi before Pishi ran to get Yana. That would have been when they would have tried to make the call to see if it was possible to get him to come back.
You can make the call now.
Okay, I make the call now.
Ring, ring. Julianne.
Hello. Who is it?
This is Elerina.
Hello.
We are going to need help exiting Wand as fast as we can. Would it be possible for you to send Croesus back to help us get down the tunnel quickly?
I can ask. I talked to Croesus. Croesus, can you help them to get down quickly?
You're going to need to give him more specific. What do you mean? Wendy, what do you mean by that?
Well, maybe he could take me and then I could help to direct him.
Get on him and boom, he goes. Because at this
Come back up to the mouth of the thingy.
because at this moment she's at the Erie.
Yeah.
So she begins. Croesus takes off at a run
Okay.
to head towards you guys.
Which now also means he's not with us. Okay, cool.
I've got my bird. You've got your horse.
No, I don't think I do.
Erie,
Oh.
is the Erie the rendezvous point?
Yes.
I don't have enough power to make him,
She
to summon him anymore.
yeah, she literally burned through everything she had in this battle. The last thing she had was her retributive strike, and that burned through stuff that she wasn't even supposed to burn through.
Okay. And now the anchor stone just went down, right? Well, now in the future.
Yeah, it's in the the anchor stone is collapsing at this point.
Okay, so we come to the mouth of the tunnel thing, looking for Croesus and Julianne.
And you hear a man as you come out, and Mirrodin reaches down, grabs the cover, and pulls it off so that you can do the
He has
descent.
super strength, I forgot.
And down towards the gate, you hear a man say, "Captain," and Rex looks and says, "Marcus, go the other way. Go now." And he looks at you and says, "Move."
We do.
Grab me, grab me. I
Okay.
can't hear you. Me?
Can you give me a figure out what's going on and what you need to do roll?
I'm gonna open a 4. Is a 4 take my life together?
You tell
We got
me.
life together.
I don't hear that, but if she grabs me and
Pushes.
Pushes you into the
yeah,
hole.
yeah, just
David, is it possible using a hostile are able to temporarily at least restore her hearing enough to give her anything, or would that take time?
That would one take time. Two.
We don't really know.
This is it's
Okay,
more
I didn't know
it's
if
more
If it was
complicated.
something that she could do quickly.
if
No,
you
there's-
did just like a ping, like a scan, there's nothing physically wrong with her ears.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but she would have already been trying to scan and heal whatever she
I
could
don't
as
think
they
like
were.
her ear, just lower eardrums, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, if nothing else, you have multiple people around you that will basically grab
Shield
and,
you,
and
yeah.
jump in with you
Yeah,
to keep you safe. But the question again is, do we actually meet Croesus and Julianne in the water?
Yeah, we can. We can. Oh,
No, the
Can we
anchor
text?
stone just went down.
the anchor stone just went down.
No.
That's what I meant.
Yes?
The
Peter anchor stone.
yeah.
So now we don't have that.
No, we don't.
Down you go.
Does
Okay.
we have Croesus?
You don't. You right now.
We
You
have nothing.
have nothing. More so communications go down. So from this point on, you've got no communications with anybody inside the 10-mile radius of Wand that sits right on top of the anchor stone underneath King's College. So it's down the shaft. You hear shouting behind you.
Okay. Does Mirrodin put the thingy back?
Yeah, Mirrodin, his father goes down, and Mirrodin pulls it down and tells it you to go.
I grab your hand and I start pulling.
It is dark, so you're going to be navigating
I feel.
by feel. Normally you might be able to reach out with the senses that you would normally be able to use here are all muddled. So you are blind, deaf, and messed up. So you have to. Who's in lead?
Elerina asks Mirren to take the lead.
Mirden's holding.
Oh, I thought he just was pulling it on.
Oh, he pulled it down, and somebody's trying to get it. He's
Oh,
going,
I'm sorry.
go,
I didn't
go.
realize that. Then
Let's go.
three of us, Mirren and his dad, and who else?
Sylvia.
All right, Elerina's in the front then.
Okay.
She takes Sylvia's hand and puts it in your other hand, and looks at Peachy and says, "I'm going first. Stay right behind me."
Gotcha. And I've
So
got
we can't
her.
see you.
I won't let her go.
But basically, grab my feet
Yeah.
and stay behind me.
I've
Yeah.
got a hold of your clothes.
And so we are, in a sense, tagged up together,
Yeah.
going as quickly as we can.
You are, at this moment, you are mage blind, but
I'm not a mage.
you can't see any virtue. There's no
Right.
virtue to see.
I'm
You are
just
mage
saying.
blind.
I can't see him anyway, because I'm in the hospital iron.
You're blind.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Blind period.
Yeah, it's a dark tunnel.
Hospitallers also have passive virtues.
Yeah. So you have no passive sight. However, as Kinned, you have very good eyes. So there are in a few places where reflected light is coming down, cracks, down drains and such like. So
I'll get used to that eventually.
that eventually will be long after you're out of this place, I hope. And you are heading down. Could you please give me a don't fall to my death, don't lead people into bad places roll? This is steep, it is slippery, it is...
I made it by 7, I think.
Okay.
Or
You lead well going down. Sylvia right behind you.
she is on the other side of.
Okay, so it's
Peachy
you,
right behind her.
Peachy, Yana, Sylvia,
Rex.
Rex, and Mirden.
If he's
And
To the back.
Mirden is...
Yeah, because
is-
he's holding.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see who's in the front, who's in the back.
Okay, so you descend down, and you reach the... Takes you longer than you want.
Yeah.
But you reach the water. You hear rapidly feet approaching as Mirden comes up, trying to catch up to you guys. You also hear from other side passages the sound of covers being taken off.
Okay.
And there was an initial call until all communications were cut off. But
There's that. At least they can't talk. to
they
each
can't
other
talk either, but they got out there. They're in the sewers. They're
Okay. Are we able to make it to the bottom then?
you make it to the bottom.
All right. I will again be the person who slowly sticks my head out to look around.
Oh no, bottom means you've reached the water, that you now have a kilometer-long tunnel of water that you need to.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were meaning we got to the bottom,
I don't have any.
like
You-
to the river.
You've come down the slope of Wand to where the shaft from the river,
Okay.
comes
so now
in.
we're getting into the water.
you have to get into the water.
Okay, I thought we were already in the water.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is a,
Okay. We get into the water.
okay. Any ideas on how to go upstream?
Is there any kind of ledge on the sides, or is it just a
Is it dark still?
big tunnel?
It is dark. There's,
Concrete-like tunnel?
it is a smooth round tunnel that brings water in. It was not allowed to bring, it was designed to make it difficult for enemies to get into the city.
Yeah, now and again. We're going uphill? No, we're going.
They're going against the current.
Against the current.
But wouldn't that bring enemies into the city then?
Well, we're going the opposite way. We're going the way they don't expect us to go.
But we are still trying to go down to the river. Okay.
You are effectively at the river level at this point. It's just through stone that way. This would have been a much easier task if you had...
If I could just burn my virtue, I could easily power myself there.
Right,
But I don't have enough
to bring
to
everybody.
bring everybody. And even if I did, I would be completely out by the time I got out.
Yep.
I still have the claws.
Because you can just put it along
So I still have my claws.
She still has her claws.
I still have my claws.
Yeah.
Okay. Suddenly, I'm up above you with my skirts hanging down. My skirts hanging down. You feel, you know, I reach down with one hand and I grab, and you hold on to my skirt, and I start dragging you up the water.
Climbing on the ceiling, like Spider-Man,
Well,
On the
cat
wall?
who's got some serious claws.
but like upside down on the ceiling. Okay, cool.
It's the easiest way to go at this point. She doesn't like water anyways.
Doesn't Muirden have a lot of strength from
Yes.
the blessing? Does he offer anything knowing he has
Probably.
that? Or is he, did
Um,
he make it to us?
He's getting in the water. He's gotten in the water. He's trying to figure out this. Yes, he has strength. It's leveraged's the problem, not strength.
Yeah.
It's having the grip. Okay. I'm going to Elerina. I'm trying to think of stuff.
It is easier to tow people through water than across dry land.
We're not also in water.
No, I'm not. That's just it. A barge is usually towed upstream by mules on the side.
Yeah.
So if you pick up your feet and let the water hold most of your weight, and she can pull you guys
That's what I
along.
thought we were doing.
It's going to be hard, but if it makes it quicker,
But like,
Grip
strength.
Would it take less of,
Elerina.
I'm sorry.
desperation.
Elerina would.
Elerina, can she give power without extending as much as she would to actually push them up the river?
She could strengthen her.
That's what I mean. By strengthening her, it wouldn't take it very much compared
It
to
would.
weight.
It'll burn, but it'll allow you to move. You're going way too slow right now.
Yeah, I know. So, okay,
I'm concerned about
I am,
this.
Pisha, I'm gonna hold your foot. I'm going to strengthen you. And everybody else is gonna hold on to your clothes. And they're gonna float through the water. And you are gonna climb down.
Okay, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Take my other shoe off.
Okay?
I'm going to need the other foot.
Okay.
So I'm just going to drag you guys. And if Muirden can,
Well, have him, maybe he can help hold people and hold on to you. But let's see what we can do.
don't let her let go. She's weak.
I understand.
Let's go. Everybody, line up.
And you start burning power.
So you now have Elerina basically wraps around
I let
under your arms. Yes.
Yeah.
And so she has one hand up on Pishi's foot and her other arm is wrapping around you and holding you to her.
So you're doing a 3-footed.
I'm doing a 3-footed, actually along the side.
Okay.
This way is going to take too much energy.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was just one person, I could do it. But it's going to have to be on the side. And technically, one of my feet is a tail.
Yeah.
And she's just going to.
Keep going. Okay.
Spider climb.
So we are gonna go as fast as we can.
Give me a roll.
It's a 4.
482.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Yana, you have a small sense of calm about you. Elerina expends a little bit of power to help calm you down because she can tell as soon as she puts her hands on you, she can tell how stressed you are. So you feel not nearly as
Okay.
One's all off coming up.
What's up, Xanax?
If she can do that with very little of power, it's just like you need this.
Chill out.
Here's a chill.
It's a chill pill, yeah.
You are Elerina. You're troubled by you are having to burn. You're making progress.
Yeah.
Much better speed, but realistically, you're having to burn a lot of power.
Yeah.
You claw.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Yeah.
With what she's giving me, I'm going as fast as I can.
Okay. This little
And as smooth as I can.
this little line of boats, floating people, five boats long
And one mule.
and one mule. You make your way up against the flow of the river, and it's
It's rough. It is hard.
there comes. You are well along, and counting distance is real pain in that. But
Just going.
200,
Going.
300.
Give or take.
You hear sound from behind you, basically men's shouts, but it is well behind.
Yeah, I would say we're leaving them behind.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they didn't bring boats with mail motors.
With motor, yeah. Yeah, get in the mail motor. Why am I going upstream anymore? Bye. You reach to the, you see light up ahead.
You see that?
Yes.
There's light.
Basically,
It's not sunset yet.
yeah, at this point you would have burned through about 100 points of virtue.
I'm assuming what light we're seeing is regular natural light.
Daylight.
It's not like sinister light.
No, it's not sinister light, it's daylight.
It's
Is
a
that
train. It's a
possibly
freight
our
train at the end of the tunnel.
It's the end of the tunnel we need to get to.
All right. I don't know about you, but I'm late.
Yes,
We still have a long way to go.
I know.
And,
Pray.
and it is daylight, and you begin to
Light
hear
is
the you
being
hear the
restrained
sound
down.
of where the river, the water swirls into the shaft, and you come to the
The lip,
the
which actually
lip,
makes it easier.
and you see the metal, and you can grab the metal,
And hold on.
and
See
then
where Alicia already cut
yeah,
out?
it's basically it's a matter of
Get
pulling
everybody
yourself
Get everybody
through that and getting everybody up and out. And Julianne is there. You got all the way across. You had to do the little camouflage thing. You got all the way across and down, and then there was a. You went as far as you could, and then the magistry shut off. All the virtue shut off. And
It's basically now.
yeah, Croesus was basically shut down. As the virtue went away, it went as long as it could. It got you across the highway, but at that point it had burned through its reserve and it shut down and climbed onto your mantle, and is basically just holding onto your mantle.
Oh no.
So we gotta get across.
Oh, no.
So now you just have Julianne, which is cool. But
That's cool, but we
at
don't
least-
have any tricks anymore.
now you have.
We do have a second, at least we do have a second hospitaller.
Who's it
Oh, good.
over there?
At
It's
this point, yeah, she does have an extra blessing again.
yeah, Mirden and Rex.
Oh,
Mary
Mirden,
can
for
use a
Julianne.
blessing.
He's the last one out, but Mirden.
Is Rex Miriam's dad?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's Mirden and Rex, Elerina and Pishi, Yana and Sylvia.
Okay. So it's only Elerina and Sylvia that don't have lessons already.
Right.
And what is it? What time of day is it?
You have about 30 minutes before sunset.
We're not gonna make it.
Are there people about?
Yes.
But are they still over at that ship that's a half a
A-
kilometer away?
actually, at this moment, you can hear shouts and of people are approaching. The longer you guys sit here and
Well,
percolate.
We're not percolating, we're coming
I
out.
think at this time we should just hightail as fast as we can. If someone starts chasing
Okay.
us, we can fight.
So basically, she's meeting us saying people are coming left.
Yes.
Okay, then we come out as fast as we can. At this point, Elerina, I believe it still has Yana. So they're so they're basically carrying her, and they're just gonna run as fast as they can across the road.
Okay. You guys cross, and they see they're a distance down. They see you. Rifles come up, long arms come up. They aim,
Those of our oh wait,
No.
and nothing happens.
I'm like, oh, meat shields. Oh wait, those don't work. Oh wait, but neither do the guns.
Yay, guns don't work.
Keep running. Keep
That's
running.
so
And
garbage.
so they pursue after you. Yana is stumbling.
She's not walking.
oh,
I'm
you're-
hearing her. But until we get into the trees, I was not about to have her try to run across.
Okay, you can get into the trees and begin the race to the. Yeah, you are in. They are in pursuit.
Have I been healed?
Enough to run.
I like the way she answers that question. The person to heal you is Elerina. You've been.
She was healing. She was trying to heal her as they were moving to the tunnel before the virtue turned off and everything.
Okay.
So she got to a point, but once they were starting down and the virtue turned off, obviously she had to stop because they were,
Yeah,
So-
it's like whatever
so-
healing you do is going to be burning through the last of your pool.
yeah, so,
Where-
well, actually, Julianne also just showed up, who is also a hospitaler. But,
Do we need some quick
Where is my constitution?
Julianne,
first aid?
After
I don't know what
Um,
she needs, what he
We know that it's down. You're at least. I would put you at -4.
So when Elerina first put her hand on her, what degree of damage and such had she sustained?
What degree of damage have you sustained? How many hit points do you have left? 8.
But I
Okay.
mean, what is wrong with
So
her?
that would be
She has heavy bruising, cuts, some lacerations,
Okay.
concussion
and
or something. I don't know.
yeah, and she has other physical trauma where her song is not as it should be. However, the nature of the dissonance is extremely complex.
Okay. So whatever of the simple things she could have healed in the beginning, which to just get her more able to move as they were first starting, would have been what was healed.
So,
So she does basically she carries Yana into the tree line, and then at that point puts her down and holds her hand and starts to run with her. She's listening to her song to see if she can sustain it.
she can
But
run. She can run for a while. You've got Marines that are in full pursuit.
Yeah.
And they are running faster than she is. Realistically, with Yana, you can do the pick up and carry, but you'll be burning power to do that. Pishi can run ahead. You've got Sylvia.
Could Mirden carry her?
Mirden can pick up
Because can he use his
Julianne. He could probably pick up both of them and do a base run.
Because Julianne can do a. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I'm
We're
not
trying not to use our
exhausted yet, or
abilities.
Julian's not exhausted, is she slow?
The problem is you've got Marines chasing you. I hate to say it, they are physically in better shape than you are. Your best chance, and you're quickly calculating your only chance, would be to ride Croesus out.
But I thought he doesn't.
Have any virtue to do. Yeah, he doesn't. You would have to pour your remaining virtue into him.
But then he can carry everyone.
But then
out.
he could carry everyone.
Okay.
Basically, if both of you pour your pools into Croesus, you can give it the virtue it needs to run. It's just a big draw.
Nope. We don't have any other choice. So, Julianne, let's do it.
The Marines pursue. You get on Croesus. Both hospitalars. Effectively, Croesus is this little tiny speck on her shoulder, and you touch and just pour.
Okay, and I have 38 points.
38 points. And I am guessing that your pool will probably run somewhere in the vicinity of 140 points total, or maybe a little bit more, but that's... Okay, so 36 and 31, so that puts us at 67. Croesus goes up into full size, and you climb on.
Can the whole group fit?
Whole group can at least grab a hold of the side, and Croesus. And there are guys pulling out short arms going kick, 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 kick.
They just throw them out eventually.
You leave the footmen behind. It is of note that the cavalry, however, there is actually horse cavalry that is with the 501st.
What? They brought horses on the ships?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
How many?
Two cavalry squadrons of 30 horses and mountain legionnaires each.
So how many are after us?
60.
Oh, well, no. There was 30 to the south and 30 to the north. So it is 30 that are in pursuit. In any
Let's
case,
just run.
yeah, you run and the pursuit is coming, but you've got a head start. You start going into the heights. You climb the heights, and you see the Ancresus.
This don't understand. Okay. On Chris's.
Yes.
So
We're all
it gets you to the base of the last climb, and it's like Croesus can climb this, but you guys aren't going to stay on his back while he does it.
Pesci can climb it,
Okay.
no problem.
Yes.
But we gotta keep you steady.
It's okay.
Wait, is it because Christos can't carry us?
Do you want to ride a cat going up a vertical climb? Sure, you can. However, Croesus would have issues with that.
That is true. Christos already has issues.
Don't
with
dig
being
into
here.
him.
All right, so we're gonna have to get off and climb the.
You've got to
last
climb.
You're not
Fine.
alone.
Okay, I know. It's
Mirden goes up to the wall, tells you to turn around, physically turns you around, hooks one arm under you,
bit. Ragdoll. Oh, sorry.
and with one hand and 2 feet starts climbing.
Yeah.
Going down the
And yeah, give me a
Your boyfriend is cool.
I enjoy heights roll.
Well, she does enjoy heights. She
I was like, this is a
flies.
place you've actually been to before.
Yeah, well, good. You can give yourself a plus.
My flying?
No, you're.
Sure.
Yeah, for heights.
Or even backstory, because you've been here before and you've climbed up here and
She's also got wings.
So we didn't try to do anything.
I wasn't trying to do anything. No.
It's just the
It's
heights
just
roll.
really,
Well, your ears are really bugging you, aren't they?
really.
You've had a bad day. You're allowed to be afraid of heights.
Bad day, even with
What'd you roll?
a
17.
17.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
You got a couple of bonuses. That makes you only like a 15 or
If
so.
you can allow
Is there
me
any
that,
weight that you want to get rid of that might help the climb go better? How does Jana handle this as you make the climb?
Honestly, unfortunately, flying might sound like a good option. She has not eaten for like 8 hours.
Okay, so it's more dry heaves.
Yeah, which is the worst.
Okay, well, that's unpleasant. Order of climb, at this point, because it just needed to get done, Rex went first, unless you ran up.
No, actually, Pesci is staying close to her.
Yeah, because the main thing is like, there was, how do we get her up? How do we get her up? And he was just like, we gotta go. And he started climbing.
Pesci's just right next to her. Because I can.
You hear horses approaching. You
we're going up.
start climbing. Rex is going up. Sylvia, could I just have general, simple dexterity checks from everybody for the climb?
Not me, I'm dependent on her.
Yes.
There it is.
Work fine.
As you are nearing the lip, the cavalry come up. They dismount. You see that they have sabers.
Oh, okay.
And,
Those don't run on Wi-Fi.
Very old school them.
and they start to climb.
A weapon from a more civilized.
They start to climb.
They start to climn.
Question for the story chat. How far away is this party from where we are?
They are climbing right up to where you're at.
As quick as they can.
Well, you're picnicking at the top, and they're
So we
Coming.
have watched this happen.
Yes.
We're on the
At this
way.
point, can Alicia see her, or is she still blind?
I'll let you re-roll in another 18 hours.
Oh, you're blind.
Okay, so blind.
There
Christopher observes. How far is this again? How far?
They're
far
climbing into where we are. They're right below us.
Yeah,
And
Christopher
Cliff.
can look down and see Mirden coming right up.
Cliffs of
Oh,
insanity.
so it's a cliff, not
Well, it's
a.
not a
Right.
cliff, but it's.
Is
You don't think you could hurry it
I
up a
mean, we
little?
can climb it, so it's not like a horrendous cliff, but
He stands at the edge, ready to pull anyone up.
okay? Well, Mirden gets up to you and then lifts
Oof.
the dry heaving girl.
He
I'm
gra-
done dry heaving, thank you
Christopher
very
grabs
much.
Yana.
You do a deadlift on a dry heave.
Airball.
Ugh.
are there things in the Erie, like objects?
There's
Peachy's grabbing rocks.
That's why I'm like, other
Yes.
rocks. Can we have the students throw rocks down at the
Yeah,
people with
Peachy's got
sabers?
rocks.
Okay,
She's
you can-
just
Acorns.
branches. There's a
Peachy
nest.
loves
They
throwing
probably
things. They
went
don't.
off though with all the
Wait till
patterns.
your people are-
Yeah. He's got an acorn pointed at me. Boink.
Ow.
My eye. So, whatever. Okay, fine.
If,
Fine.
if Alethea still has 58% of her patterns, it means she does still have things like mage strikes
Mhm.
that she could use.
Sure.
But the problem is she can't actually
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
yeah, she can't see to weave it and she can't see.
And there's no anchor stone to actually interpret the spells.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that she knows. Well, this did happen one other time, so.
Jump your flag roll.
Lights in the sky.
No.
Yeah, don't.
Lights in the
Oh,
sky.
yeah.
When the anchor stone went down, it was like
Yeah.
beacon, so.
But that's part of the problem was for her, it was, she was looking at a thermonuclear blast with both eyes very wide open.
The last time this happened, it actually blinded her then too, but not for as long.
You rolled,
They're climbing up behind us.
yeah,
I only missed by one.
you missed and then you rolled a 19.
I know.
But what does that mean?
The 19 was a time measurement.
Over the edge, once everybody is up, I want to push. I want to terrestrial magistry push.
Is there still terrestrial magistry?
That doesn't work either.
There's no virtue flowing here at all. You're in a virtue dead zone.
That's why Peachy's throwing rocks.
At this point, how far are the men to where we are?
They're basically halfway up.
Get her
Okay.
on the ship.
Honestly, Peachy could just-
The ship is not here.
It's not here.
Yeah.
Although the ship should be there soon. You're
The-
saying it's half an hour to
Peachy's
sunset.
considering actually.
In all of that, is my bow still on me?
Your bow is still on you. So you have 30 men who are climbing up below. They are armed, armored,
Kick them down.
and making the assault.
Christopher draws his sword. He gets ready for action.
They see you. They're like, great.
As they're looking up and getting whacked.
As they're thing.
So anybody, if also Sylvia and the two other elder mages would still have mantle blades.
Right.
I'm just saying those type of things still work.
Yeah.
I'm like, Alethea is not gonna pull out her mantle blade. She's not gonna.
You guys assemble into your defense as the.
Wait, do we still have anything?
It's a huge challenge to use it.
there.
Your mantle is nigh on burned out, so
You stick with your arrows.
stick. You've got the bow.
On holiday.
Yeah, your arrows work whether there's virtue or
She-
not.
She's trying everything. Like she doesn't know that it won't.
Yeah, as you reach out, it's nothing's there. But the one thing that is there is what was there from before you ever went to wand. And
I have to be able to hear to shoot them in the
yeah,
face.
No.
however, the ship is very much overdue. The anchor stone is off,
So we can't call and find out where they are.
and the sun is setting.
We said before sunset, so we should be there soon.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be. Anyway,
I'm working on it.
could I have initiative rolls
Oh,
from all of you people that are present that are supposedly defending yourselves?
Well, unfortunately, Alethea can't.
Right.
The only thing she has is her.
1291.
What are we doing?
Initiative.
Oh.
The sun is setting
12
in the west.
10.
As you guys prepare to strike, and from behind you, overhead, you hear the sounds of beating wings as an eagle pulls a ship over the lip of the hill behind you. And ladders roll down to the Erie. I presume you would.
Yeah.
It is like, these are things you climb!
So it's basically anybody that's standing with a weapon, if they can stand at the edge while we send
Children
everybody up the
start
ladder.
climbing.
Children first.
Get the kids up, get the kids
Uh,
up, kids up.
Any, blind people now.
they're not
To
going to
take
just
the
stop
battle right to
fighting
the
you.
edge. Ooh.
one on my way out.
Give me attack.
Yeah, just because the ladders are there doesn't mean they're gonna stop fighting you. You have
Yeah,
to fight
so-
as you run.
Yeah, so some of the, so you would probably still have to potentially hold one of the first ones.
Oh yeah.
Basically keep him up from coming over the edge.
Yep.
Dang, I am
Climbing.
useless.
Wendy, are you going up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Climbing
I'm
with
climbing.
the. Okay.
Wendy and Wendy are...
I want to live.
This is like shooting fish in a barrel.
Wilhelm's dead again.
Wilhelm call, yes. You guys climb up. There's only a few of you remaining.
She's so mad. She's just
Yeah.
arrow after arrow.
You empty your quiver.
Yep.
And
Grabs you.
grab you. Up you go.
We're going.
And the remaining soldiers climb up as the Elthorhin pulls away and lifts you guys to safety.
Woo!
And you.
Hugs
You
for
were
you.
reunited with your cat.
Hugs for you first.
Oh, okay, that's how I truly know we're friends.
Yes.
Okay, alright, I'll hug you back. She actually loves me.
Yeah. Hugs for people.
Cornelia's calling roll.
Because she can say.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I had my list of people that we called, and
I want the list of everybody who was.
yeah, everyone that we were expecting.
So, we lost Peter and Nimoy. Mishri went to Tamarin with Alderon to fight Tiberius. All of the, most of the elder mages were also killed on the walls. And the rest of the students that aren't here went to swear allegiance to Tiberius. As did about half of the mages and hospitallers.
What about the undead?
They were all allowed to leave.
They're not just swearing to Tiberius.
I know. The Tiberius and Peter said something about there being a shadow there.
Yeah.
I think Tiberius said something. I think that's what Peter died stopping. There, somebody tried to get into the Hall of Secrets again down in the bottom, because the same blow up happened that happened a couple years ago.
Gwent power.
Yeah. I'm currently up there, so Captain's a little busy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Anna hasn't seen him yet.
No.
Or at least he can't see it all.
hasn't decked yet. Captain is.
Are we gonna be? Is this ship okay in the air when all the virtue goes fully out?
Well, right now for you guys, the virtue is.
Well, but from what she said, Alicia knows it's going fully.
Yeah, and right about this time, you guys are leaving the edge of the wand anchor stone, and you can feel virtue coming back up as fresh air.
And then it's gonna.
And then abruptly, something, you can feel it coming from the north, and it just advances very rapidly toward you. And as it does so, all virtue goes out completely. And it sweeps past, and you're back as though you were in the anchor. You only had that few moments of virtue as you were leaving, and it's gone. And the world is without virtue.
But we still have the
And
moral
for one person, the world goes wonderfully silent.
He stops crying.
But we're not falling out of the sky.
You're not falling out of the sky.
The eagle's not like holding us up.
Nope.
He was pulling.
That's what the vacuum bubbles are for.
Yeah,
So the vacuum bubbles
You're a
aren't
blimp.
run.
you're a blimp.
Just an eagle pulled blimp now.
Write them down. And Sue gets a piece of paper from Pishi.
Okay.
It's all of her symptoms. We don't have any magistry to fix her.
Hey, but I know things.
You know things.
Thank you very much. That concludes part 1 of Sunset.